polls. It won't just be Bob, it'll be Britain saying opportunity knocks.
Would they catch the fever of the electrifying Neil Kinnock from South Wales? Or would it be Margaret Thatcher from Grantham?
Just popped up to give you a sneak preview into this week's top 10, because at number 4 there's a beautiful song called Something Inside So Strong. This is Labi Siffre.
Barriers, the taller I become, the farther you take my rights.
I was born right next to Main Road football pitch ground, literally a stone's throw away. I think right from the off I was football mad, because being so close to the ground, even though we weren't going every week, but you get the atmosphere, the crowd, you knew if they were winning, they were losing, people walking past your front door, if they were chirpy, we've had a good result when I was nearly 7. We used to go for the last 10 minutes of the games, because they used to open the big gates to let the crowd out, and we used to sneak in, me and my dad, on his shoulders, and watch the rest of the game. When I left school, my dad was saying get a trade. So I was a lift engineer for about 2 days, found out I didn't like heights. I was a painter and decorator, only for about 3 months.
Eventually got an apprenticeship, electrician, which I did for two and a half years, but then football came knocking.
You refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing.
At first I was playing non-contract for Rochdale, but I think I played about 10 games for them.
Our lies will come tumbling, deny my place in time, you squander well.
And the only time I scored for Rochdale was against Crewe, and Dario Brady just kept an eye on me for bizarrely, I don't know why, for a little while. And he gave me the first opportunity of being a professional footballer.
I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. If all that my pride was gone, oh no.
It was my opportunity. It was against my dad's wishes. I had another year to be a qualified electrician. He wanted to, or 6 months. He wanted me to qualify and then make a decision, but the time was now, and and it was now or never. So I just thought, give it a go. Got a 2-year contract for less money than I was earning being an apprentice spark.
Reduction of about £5, so it was about £95 a week at Crewe. And I've got to be honest, the real thing that influenced my decision was there was a pre-season trip to Benidorm. I've only been away once before, so I thought, right, let's go for it, let's give it a go.
At Crewe I was playing alongside Dave Platt, and he'd just come from Man United. He dropped down to come to Crewe to start his career again. And Dario Brady was always very honest. He said straight away, Platty's going to play in the top flight, he's going to play for England eventually. For me, he said, you might play at the top flight, but you need to take a few steps before getting there. And that's why he sort of earmarked Crystal Palace pretty early for me, because he knew, I think he had a relationship with Ron Knowles and Steve Coppell, and I think they were watching me for quite a while, but bigger clubs were watching me, and he advised me not to really take them opportunities, because Liverpool were watching. I went and had a trial at Everton.
Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough, when we know better, just look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway, we're gonna do it anyway. inside so strong.
I think it was Ron Notes, the chairman of Crystal Palace at the time.
But I did have a lot to do with a number of players that probably the fans aren't aware of. I mean, Geoff Thomas, Chris Coleman, Mark Wright, all of those I scouted and introduced them to Steve. And then what would happen, I would then take Steve along to see the players. I mean, I can remember Geoff Thomas, he must have seen on 6 occasions with me, and each time wasn't inspired at all. And I was trying to push Steve to sign. This was a problem. I'd like a player, and I had to persuade Steve that we should sign him, because he was the manager. There was no point. If Steve didn't want to sign him, couldn't get anywhere.
Myself and Ron used to go up and down the country looking at players. You know, the number of trips we made to Crewe. And it was literally, you'd go down blind alley after blind alley, and then every so often you saw a pot of gold.
I don't think Steve fancied me at first, but thankfully after a few more games I proved that I was good enough, and they bought me for £50,000.
Just look 'em in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
I mean, finally we bought Geoff Thomas because we had £50,000 spare one summer. So we bought Geoff, which was fantastic.
Something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. But you're doing me wrong. Before that my pride was gone.
I just felt Crystal Palace was the right step. You know, I knew what my limitations were, and I knew I had to learn a lot more. I came into football late, and I thought, yeah, this was right.
It was exciting because it was going, you could see it was going to go on to a different level.
Something inside so strong.